Earlier Friday, I spoke with Congressman Jim Himes, the ranking member on the House Intelligence Committee who gets regular intelligence briefings. We talked about the leaked Pentagon documents, and he responded to criticism about the Biden administration. Did the systems at the Defense Department fail?
Well, not only did they fail to detect the breach, but the other concern that I have is that evidently, according to the charging documents, some of this material may have been out in the wild in chat rooms of various descriptions, and we have no idea who has access to those chat rooms as early as December of 22, maybe January of 23. So the fact that it was out there as long as it apparently was before the Pentagon knew about it is another profoundly troubling question.
Is it unsettling that an individual who's a technician within the military had access to such high-level secrets?
We obviously need people, and they will often be young people because young people tend to be technology forward, who can make sure our networks are operating well and efficiently. That doesn't necessarily mean that those people should be able to view documents. That's a technologically different thing, understanding the health of a network versus viewing or, again, mind-bogglingly printing those documents. Those are radically different things, and obviously we're going to need to really look at whether we need a much clearer line between those two things.
Where does congressional oversight come in on these issues? What do you want to find out?
It was only a couple months ago that we were treated to the story of a former president having highly classified information at Mar-a-Lago, and two former vice presidents. So there you have the most senior people in the federal government doing what they're not supposed to do. And now you've got arguably the most junior person in the federal government doing the same thing. When that is true, you've got a culture and an institutional problem that we need to fix.
I want you to respond to a tweet this afternoon from House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. He writes, the Biden administration has failed to secure classified information. Through our committees, Congress will get answers as to why they were asleep at the switch. Your response?
Well, it makes me sad when a leader uses a national security matter to attack a president of either side. I'm sure that Kevin McCarthy will remember any number of breaches, including sharing highly classified information that his good friend, President Donald Trump, did. And my point more broadly is that these things, and this is the frightening thing, these things happen under all presidents. And so if you want to score political points, fine, Kevin, score political points, but let's really focus on the problem here, which is an institutional problem, not a partisan problem.
Based on your briefings and without getting into classified information, is there any evidence that this 21-year-old was acting in concert with someone else or at the direction of a foreign adversary?
So there's no evidence to suggest that that's true. It would appear that this is just a very young individual who was looking to impress a whole bunch of other young individuals and teenagers on the chat room. Needless to say, we will get the facts around that. But in some ways, it doesn't matter that much because this information was in public chat rooms where if the Russians and the Chinese and the Iranians and the North Koreans are worth their salt, and they are, they would have had access to it.